Hello, guys. You guys are welcome. Welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. I didn't know I was actually like live. I thought I was going to be in the background today. But anyway, you guys are welcome to another episode. This is the 22nd episode. Just like yesterday, like we started the first one, the first week in January, and now we are in the 22nd. Who would have thought? For real, like I'm loving the progress. I'm loving the fact that like we're making progress day by day. So, how are you? How's been the week? Did you go for an Owambe? Did you pack very, very well? All right. You know how we do it. Wherever you are, introduce yourself, put your name, your location in the comment section. I can see Mr. John Uwa watching us right now. Mr. John Uwa, welcome to the show. Mr. John Uwa has been a part of the show in time past. He was one of the guests, and he was also, or he is also rather, a secondary school mate of mine. So, Mr. John Uwa, welcome to the show. Who else do we have right now watching us live? I know that like a lot of you guys will come back to watch us later on, but hey, it would be nice to have those of you that are available right now to introduce yourself. Let us know how the week has been for you. In the last episode, we talked about a book written by Pat Flynn, Will It Fly? We explained how to bring your ideas to reality. And it's actually a lovely book. And I recommend you going on Amazon to buy it. All right. So on today's show, we would be looking at the secret life of a freelancer. We'll be looking at the secret life of a freelancer. And I will be bringing on different freelancers, right, from Nigeria, from across the globe, to come on the show to talk about what freelancing rather is to them, and what happens behind the scene. All right, we have Motilade from Lagos. Thank you for being a part of the show, and happy birthday to you. Yesterday was your birthday, Motilade, and I have to wish you a happy birthday because you're a wonderful soul. You are a wonderful human being. God bless you, many more years and good health. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. All right, so I can see the guests joining in, right? I would be adding them on to the show very soon. Okay, I can see Mike, I can see Mr. Somi, and Robinson will be back. We are expecting one more person. Okay, so once it is 5 minutes into the show, we would kick off. All right. So today's episode is basically about getting to have a feel of what goes behind the scene in the life of a freelancer. What do they do? What is freelancing? What does it entail to become a freelancer? Is there money in it? Is it a scam, or are they jobless people that do not go to work and they claim that like they are freelancers? They stay behind their computers. Probably they are even doing Yahoo. We don't know. Anyway, that's what we'll be treating today. And that's basically what today's show is about. If my guests are ready, I will be bringing them on now. Mr. Somi, are you ready for us? I can see you in the waiting room. I know we haven't spoken, right? I can see you in the waiting room. If you are ready to join the show, can you please nod your head, please? All right, great. Okay, so I am bringing in Mr. Somi first. Hello, Mr. Somi. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Mr. Adams. Nice to meet you.
Okay, I think your internet. Okay, yeah, I can see you now. At the point I felt your internet froze. Mr. Somi, can you introduce yourself? Where are you at the moment? And just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Somi Ibitoye. I'm a freelance designer currently working out of Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah, I've been freelancing for about 6 years now.
Wow.
I left uni. Yeah, so that's what I do. I currently work as a freelance designer now.
All right. Yeah. When you say a freelance designer, are you into graphics or UI UX design?
Yeah, so I started doing graphics at first. Then I'm
Okay.
currently doing UI, but I like to do a lot. So yeah,
All right.
I try to test, do as much as I can.
All right, cool. So I am going to bring on Mr. Mike to the show. Welcome, Mr. Mike.
Fuck Mr. Mike.
Hello.
Yeah, I was muted there for a second. Sorry. it's one of those things. How you guys doing today? Thanks for having me on the show. My name is Mike. I
Okay. Well, welcome to the show. Well,
is there a lag? Can you guys hear me properly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. My name is Mike. I currently live.
I can hear you.
I currently live outside Nigeria. I'm in the US. I freelanced from 2016 till about 2018 before I came here for grad school. I haven't done freelance since then. Somi actually introduced me to freelancing, the likes of Fiverr, Upwork, and the likes. So it was a pretty interesting time then. But currently, I work in a pharmaceutical company. I do a little bit of angel investing on the side and also building some products as well. So yeah, that's the basics.
Can I please say that, like, bros, now Nigeria you come up from, this is your accent, we don't change now. What's your
Which accent? Which accent?
now?
No, see, everybody, as I talk like this, they say, who be this guy? This guy, na Niger boy. They still they hear am say.
Now you just came to our level. You just came to our level. All right. So what were you into while you were doing freelancing in Nigeria?
It was actually graphics design. I wasn't the very funny...
Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I
think my internet is kind of poor. So please, what were you into?
I think so. But yeah, like I was saying, I was doing graphics design at the time. Somi, like I said, introduced me to graphic design. The very interesting thing was I wasn't actually doing the jobs. So it's actually one of the things that I can hear you. It's one of the things that I wanted to share with the audience today. You don't have to be the best graphics designer to freelance. You can actually harness the resources you have around you to do freelancing. I wasn't actually doing the job, but you have to have something to bring to the table as well. So, I would be in charge of project management, coordinating with clients, understanding the brief, and also suggesting, ideas into the solution, into their problems, while working with my friends who were doing the actual design. So it was more like interfacing between the customers and the actual graphics designers at the time. So you don't have to essentially be the only person doing the design to be a to be a freelancer, pretty much. Did it make sense? Are you still there?
Hello. Yes, it does. I can hear you. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think Otuba is having issues with his internet or so.
Yeah, I think so. Because
I think I have a little lag from my end. Can you hear me properly? I need to know if you guys can hear me right now.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, Nigerian internet, you guys know how it is. It is crazy.
We have the best internet in Nigeria. I beg. No, they disrespect our country.
There's a little lag.
No, they disrespect our country. I beg.
There's a little lag at my end. Okay, is David on right now? I can't really see David from my end. Is David live right now?
Yes, I am live.
Okay, I cannot see from my own end here, so I'm guessing it is my internet that is actually messing up, right? So David, can you quickly introduce yourself to us and tell us what you do?
Okay, my name is David Oshere, and basically I'm into a lot of things, but I've always tried to segment my life into different aspects. So for here, I'm into web design and digital marketing. But outside there, I'm more of a project engineer. I work on a project site in Shagamu. So that's why I said I've learned to segment my life into different phases. So for the freelance, when I was freelancing, I freelanced between 2016 to I think 2018, 2019, and basically I was into writing. But like Mike said, that you don't have to do the job. I am a bad writer, but I was into writing and freelancing. You just get the job and outsource it back to someone else, and you get the money in between. Uh, so that's just it.
Okay, all right. So let's start from this. What brought you guys originally into freelancing? Was it like you guys were jobless, or you guys were like looking for a new stream of income, or what brought you into freelancing? Let's start from Mike. From Mike to Somi, Somi to David. Then I'm going to bring on Robinson to the live stream now.
Hello, guys.
All right, Mike, over to you.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
What brought me into freelancing? It wasn't as a result of being jobless. I think I just graduated from OAU at the time, and understanding the situation of jobs in the country, you realize that with the things that I want to achieve in life, will I be able to achieve that within this certain period of time if I'm working at this company? You have an idea of how much they're going to pay you, even though you add a certain type of grade or whatever, right? But at the same time, you always want more. Like you want to explore other options and see what's out there. I've always been open to trying out multiple things. And when somebody told me about, freelancing, I was like, okay, let's see how it works. And I actually remember my first gig. It was a $5 gig, $5 gig. And the person that I outsourced the job for actually charged me $10. So I made a loss for the first job, for the first gig, because I had an idea of what was going to happen. I knew what I was going to be able to do with the freelancing thing. So the first thing wasn't a problem for me. So essentially, it wasn't about being jobless. It was about the willingness to like explore things. You just don't want to. You want to be in charge of things that you do in a reasonable extent. Pretty much, that was what drove me into freelancing.
All right, Somi, can you?
Yeah, so I started freelancing straight out of uni as well. I think when I was
OAU
writing.
also.
Yes, I finished from OEU. Yeah, so while I was writing my final exams, I was already thinking of like what I could do after graduating to like start making money. And I was looking for ways to make like a lot of money, like Mike said. So freelancing seems very lucrative. The idea of earning money in dollars, yes, it looked very lucrative. So I dabbled into it. Like I was writing my final exams. The day I finished my final exams, I think the next day I took my PC, set up a Fiverr account, and I've been doing that since then. Doing freelancing since then.
Cool. David, how about you?
Okay, so I started freelancing in I think 2017. Then I just got a job, but I was the idea of the job. I was just like, I think I'm not fit for this. Let me just look for a way out. But when you've gotten a job and you are getting income already, to quit will be somehow like you just quit like that without. So a friend of mine told me about freelance, and I felt, oh, this is a cool idea. Let me just try it out. And then I think I set up a Fiverr account, and I was trying to set up an Upwork account, but it was very crazy. Then there was a lot of denial. I tried like 6, 7 times, so I had to settle down for buying an account. So I think I bought an account for 8,000 naira, and that was how I started.
Imagine. So you bought an account to enter Upwork, Abi?
I bought an account, but I became a seller.
Nah, man. All right. So Robinson, welcome to the show. Can you hear me, Robinson? Hello, Robinson. Are you there? Hello, Robinson.
Robinson is
Babano here
chilling.
also.
Robinson is chilling in the Ferrari. Oga boss,
As
show us
in, Robinson, are you there? Wow. Okay, maybe he's having a little technical difficulty. All right. So the next question I need to ask is this. Okay, we now know that like freelancers are legal people who probably work from home. But I need to ask this. How long did it take you guys? I'm going to start from Somi now. How long did it take you to learn graphics, to learn UI, UX as a freelancer? Because a lot of people want to enter into freelancing, but most of them do not realize that like you need to have a skill. So how long did it take you to learn what you do at the moment, and how would you grade your level of skill right now?
Yeah.
All right.
So you mentioned someone needs to have a skill before he can do freelance. You don't need to have a skill. You need to have you need to have interest. You need to have an interest to learn. I think that's more important than the skill. So everything I do today, I learned it on the job. I think when I started freelancing, I started as a freelance writer. I did that for about 6 months. I got bored with it, then I switched to design. Yeah, so I was not a designer at first before I started freelancing. I learned all the skills I have now on the job. So even till now, I'm still learning till now. So, and with time, as you progress, as you continue to freelance, you begin to amass a large number of skills. You know, one of the good things about freelancing is freelance gives you breadth. If you do it for a very long time, you begin to have lots of skills. You know, when someone shows me something today, let's say a project, I may not have worked on something like that before, but I usually have an idea because I've done something similar before, somehow, somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You get so yeah. So you can learn freelancing on the job. Once you just get started, you can continue to learn as you go.
Okay. David, do you have anything to say about that? The skill you learned, how long did it take you to learn it?
The skills I learned, I started learning from school. That time freelancing was not even in the pipeline. It was not even my target. I was just learning a lot of things anyhow. But like what Somi said, you don't have to be a pro before you go into it. And for me, one thing that I've always been doing, anytime I want to move into another industry, the first thing I do is just look for a mentor in that industry, someone that is very good. I'm able to make networks because it is not compulsory as one doing the job. The main thing is that
True.
you are getting the money from it. So it is more like you go there, get the job. If you can deliver it, fine. If you cannot deliver it, then you look for someone that can deliver it for a lesser amount. Then you get the profit on it.
I think that is what they call arbitrage, right? Like you get the job,
yes.
you look for someone that can do it, and they're like, you are the middleman.
Yeah, like a middleman.
Okay.
But then
all right.
it's more profitable.
Robinson, welcome to the show. Hello, Robinson. Okay. I'm sorry. Can you guys still hear me? I need to be sure that like I'm still like my network is actually fluctuating.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you, Robinson.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Robinson, welcome. We like this your car. This is your Ferrari. Where they use people for us to.
It's in hot though.
Hello, Robinson. We can hear you.
But I can hear you guys.
Okay, so let me quickly ask you a question. Okay, before then, someone said that like Otumba, is there room for the audience to ask questions? Adiola,
my room is very dark, so I have to run out. I have to run downstairs. Okay. Yeah, I said my room is very dark, so I have to use outside.
Oh, Okay, inside the car, B.
But I can hear you guys very well, clearly.
Yes, I can hear you, but there's a little lag from your end, Robinson. There's a little lag from your end.
Yes, I can hear you, but
Okay, moving on. Robinson, I'm going to come back to you. Pending the time, your internet is great because there's actually a lag at your end right now. All right, so guys, when you guys started freelancing, I'm sure that probably if you did not have a job or if you don't have any other job like myself, like I work from home 24/7, how do your neighbors view you? Do they usually see you like a Yahoo person? Like this guy, when they come out house every day? Like someone like myself, now, like I'm literally at home morning till night, except on the days I need to go to church, or probably I need to go to the markets to buy things. Other than that, I am always indoors. How do your neighbors see you? Do they tag you as the normal Yahoo person that they see everybody as, or do they know that you're into freelancing? Do they even understand what freelancing is? I'd like to start from Mike before I go to Somi, then David, then Robinson. Thank you.
In my case, I think I was a little fortunate with the people I had around me. Okay. I was living with my cousins at the time, and they had an idea of what freelancing was. Because sometimes,
can you guys hear me now?
I'm sorry, who is that?
Do you ask Otumba?
Robinson, I guess your network is actually poor at the moment, so you may have to hold on a bit. Mike is answering a question right now, so just hold on a bit, okay? Please, Mike, continue. Thank you.
Yeah, like I was saying, I was fortunate to have the people I had around me understood what I was doing. Except sometimes we have people who come visit us and they see me up at 3 a.m. in the morning, holding meetings with the clients, and they'd be like, Alpha, what did you know? Go show me way. I'll be like, I know they do Yahoo. I beg. I just try to understand brief way clients want, and over time, after a couple of days, they will understand. And some of them were really interested in what I was doing at the time. They would be like, I beg, how we go do this thing now? Then I explained to them this is what it is. You can actually decide to do whatever. It doesn't have to be graphic design. You could decide to go into writing. You can decide to go into voiceover or whatever. Some of them decided to proceed with it. Some were not patient enough because they thought the money was going to be instant, like they want sharp money. But those were my experiences. The people around me understood what I was doing. There wasn't, much issue except those that would come from outside and be like, but yeah.
All right then, Somi.
Yeah. So on my part, I think I've had my fair share of the whole being tagged as a Yahoo boy thing. It was as if you freelance in Nigeria, you experience stuff like that every day. I used to get that vibe from my neighbor, staying at home, working from home every day, not leaving the apartment, and they know you are making money. They know you have money.
As in,
they are 2+2 within themselves, and just think you're
no, they're adding year plus who. You're not doing 2+2.
One way as a freelancer, one way you can try to reduce that kind of perception about yourself is to say get a co-working space. At one point, I got a co-working space. I was working out of a co-working space, so that will help a lot. Once you leave your house in the morning, walk in a co-working space, come back in the evenings. If you do that three times a week, that would reduce stuff like that a lot. Yeah, so you will face stuff like that as a freelancer, but you can always your way around it.
Okay. Sorry for cutting short. David, have you ever had such an experience where your neighbors felt that you are not working, and they probably suspected that you're a Yahoo person because you're a freelancer?
No, not really. Because when I started freelancing, I told you I had a job that I was doing. I had a 9 to 5, but then I was staying with my sister in Abeokuta, and most times I do it at night. But over time, before then, I've always been someone with my laptop and mobile phones almost all the time. then I was still looking for what can I do on the internet. I was into blogging, just trying a lot of things. So they've known me at home for staying in my room with my laptop and my phones from time. So they were not really suspecting anything like that.
Okay. All right. So my next question is this: for days that you do not have jobs, right, guys? Like as a freelancer, it is not every time jobs come in. You have days that like are dry. Like it will seem as if where all these customers just waka come out, especially like January, February period. At least for me this year, I haven't gotten any client from any of these freelancing websites. It's Nigerian clients that I've gotten so far. That is for me, right? And sometimes if you want to go one mountain top to start to the pray, say about God, I beg. If I say that my sin, they debound all these customers to come around. I beg, they beg. Bring them over. You guys understand? So what do you guys do around that period when clients or there's no particular client that is patronizing you at that point in time? I'm going to start from Somi this time around, then to Mike, then to David.
Okay. As regards that, I think different freelancers have different experiences with stuff like that. I've been very fortunate since I started freelancing. I don't think I've experienced something like that. I may have, let's say, few amount of orders, like not much work I'll usually get. But I was talking to someone recently, and I was telling the person, like, I don't think I've ever been idle, like not have something on ground to do.
Baba, make I begin to work with you now. I can't tell your boy now.
Baba. I'm like, wait, I won't join you.
As regards that, I've been very fortunate. I've been lucky. I usually have something doing every time.
Oh, okay. Mike, have you ever had any experience of such, like dry seasons when it comes to clients?
I'd say not really.
Oh, wow.
When I was doing it then, so what we were able to do, because we were working together, myself and Somi, before I stopped doing freelancing, we were getting a lot of referrals. That it got to a point that we were not even active on Fiverr or anything. Like you would see orders on Fiverr and you would cancel it because one, the payment was low, and you had other offers that were way better than that. So I think creating a very solid customer base with the quality of projects helps. I mean, it's not the same for everyone, but from my experience and also from some of the experiences, it's I don't think so. If there's no work on Fiverr, there will be something from referrals. Like it might not be like 3 or 4 at a time, but you'll still have something to do pending when your next project will be over.
Yeah, I think actually like this month for me, I resonate with what you're saying, because this month for me, all the clients I have gotten were from referrals.
Exactly.
Like no, before you know it, like I'll pray in the morning and I'll be like, God, please bring customer my way. And then the next thing, like somebody will just hit me up like, so person referred me to you. We've seen your job before, because I create explainer videos and I'm also a voiceover artist, right? And then like somebody will be like, I saw your job somewhere, or like someone showed me your job and I'm interested in working with you. And like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. All right, so let me try to bring Robinson back on. Robinson, is your internet better now? Hello, Robinson. Robinson, testing 1 2. About 2 2. Is your network working, sir? Mr. Robinson, are you there? Okay, while we're waiting for Mr. Robinson, David, have you ever had an experience when it comes to not having clients?
Yeah, I've had such experience, and then I can tell you it is very, it can be very annoying. But then what actually did not put so much pressure on me was that I was not into freelancing 247. And at the time, then I found a way how to create Upwork account for people. I told you I bought my own for 8,000 naira. So somehow, I just got one information on how to create Upwork account. So the period that I'm not doing anything, I'm setting up Upwork accounts. I was just selling anyhow. I had a guy that was like a middleman that was always buying from me, selling to other people. So I was just creating Upwork account. I can even create for just give me the name, give me the email address. I will do everything. Create. So from there, I was getting more money, and then I was still getting money from the job I was doing.
All of now we go the Upwork account for WhatsApp group. Upwork account like bread again. All of them when they do that say. You guys, I think you guys are the ones that actually make more money. Not even the freelancers themselves or for the newbies. Like you collect money from them, and then the newbie will still be like, I never get any client. I never get any clients. Now they flex for real. Like now they flex. Okay, so the next question on the list that I have here is this: do you guys see yourselves still doing this thing in the next 5 years, 10 years, or is there a kind of exit point for you guys where you go out to do something better, something bigger, or you see yourself, or you feel that like, okay, this is the path, this is the career path for you till you are toothless and you probably cannot remember what your name is again. Let's start from David.
Yeah, basically, I've started freelancing for like 2 years now because I've taken time to establish something else offline, and because my job has been demanding for some time now, so I have actually partially exited freelancing.
Okay, so we can say that like 3/4 of your body is already out of freelancing right now.
It's already out.
Okay, Mr. Somi, how about you?
I don't think I'll be, as long as let's say as long as I'm in Nigeria, I don't think I'll be stopping freelancing anytime soon. Because
now people like you, they make $5,000 every month, Abi.
A big man.
There's no alternative for me. I can't. There's in terms of the satisfaction I get from work, the amount of money I make. There's no. It will be very hard for me to find an alternative.
That amount of money, yeah, brother.
I can assure you, it's very small.
What is very small? Nothing is small. For you not to be able to leave it is not small.
I said it's very small. So I think I'll still be doing it for a while. It may not be freelancing per se. Like, for example, I don't use Fiverr, Upwork anymore. Mm-hmm. I now deal with clients like on a personal basis. I've been able to build a very large client list. So I think I'll be doing it for a very long time.
Sorry, I have a question for you. Somi.
Sure.
Like for me now, one of my goals for this year is to be able to penetrate the international markets without using all these Upwork or Fiverr. Would you say that like it's easier to get clients from LinkedIn? Do you have an experience getting clients from LinkedIn, or yours has been accumulation of all the clients that you've gotten over the years and then pulling them out of these platforms?
Okay, so the way it works is different platforms have their tricks. You get you have to be successful on Fiverr, for example. You have to like learn how to use Fiverr. To be successful on Upwork or LinkedIn, you have to also learn. LinkedIn is hot right now for freelancers if you know your way around it. And if you're able to get clients away from freelance platform, it is a whole lot better. You get to communicate with these people face to face. Nobody's cutting 20% from your fees, stuff like that. You are not going to be scared someone is going to block your LinkedIn account one day. You get, so platforms like LinkedIn are very, very. I would advise anybody to like look into it, but you have to like know how to use LinkedIn to get clients on LinkedIn. Do you understand that part?
I'm still trying to like find my way around that LinkedIn atmosphere, because I want to believe that like the amount that like I would make getting a client from a first tier country will be way better than what a Nigerian client. You know how Nigerian clients will be now. Like you una no get money to pay. Una go see say help me design this thing that will have this thing on top of it, this thing inside, under, and like, how do you guys do this thing? Like, why? But then, anyway, I think I still appreciate having Nigerian clients because it has helped me in honing my skill and getting better. Such that if I am now faced with an international client, I would not serve them anything lesser than what other people abroad are actually like giving to them. That's my own belief about it. All right. Mike, do you have anything to say about the question? Even though I've forgotten the question that I asked you. But shall use OJ, use equal to carry the question. Thank you.
You know, say when you talk, we must listen. So the question we ask is still the ring for mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
I stopped freelancing a couple years ago.
Okay.
At the time, for me, the idea was to do it for a couple years, then build something from it. So the idea we had then was to build a solid user base. So we had like repeat clients. You know, we understood the quality of work that was done in places like the US, Australia, and parts of the world. And we realized that what we were giving them was better, if not was close to the quality they were receiving, if not better. So sometimes people will charge $1,000, like $2,000 for 10 slides of presentation. And we would be charging 600, 500 for 10 slides.
I'm sorry. The slides of presentation slide doing one man, they tell me, say, me account for 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira.
So
please continue.
we got to that point and we realized that this is actually huge. So we wanted to build like something where people would come and get trained and they would be rendering services to people outside. So something like Andela, like what they did with Andela. That was what we wanted to do at the time. We also wanted to do like a custom a software presentation, but we didn't have like the technical skills and we didn't have people around us to build the technical stuff at the time. That was in, I think, late 2017, early 2018. So for me, it wasn't about the money that was coming from the freelancing. It was about the bigger
picture.
Yeah, it was about what we could build with what we had, like the people around us, and how we could help, youths from Nigeria who were also willing to go into freelancing and things like that. But when I realized that it was hard to achieve, and some other things happened in life at the same time, I just felt it was time to move on.
Okay, cool. David.
Hello. Yeah, I'm with you, but I'm having some power issue and some light.
We sabi how to take the go. Don't worry, even for here we no get lights. Now inverter they work for me, so I understand. And Nigeria we did.
Okay, so I think I already answered the question.
Okay. Robinson, please, if your network is good right now, can I bring you up? Can you please nod your head? I am still not seeing Robinson. Robinson's head is not shaking. Robinson, for the last time, I'm going to try to bring you on. Hello, Robinson. Is your network good right now?
My head is showing.
Okay, we can see you now. Welcome, Robinson. Finally.
Okay.
Hello, Robinson. Are you still there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, can you, in the next 2 minutes, share with us your journey in the freelancing world? Yes, I can hear you. Can you, in the next 2 minutes, just share with us your journey in the freelancing world?
I've changed my location. Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Maybe you should try switching off his video. It might help with the
maybe. Okay. Robinson, can you try to switch off your video and you can respond to the question? I think there's a lag at your end. So I'm going to remove you temporarily while you remove your video. Okay, we are drawing close to the end of the program because I will not be asking too many questions. Okay, so the next question I have on the list is this. One of the issues Nigerians who would want to leave sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and get first-tier clients. Get clients from first-tier countries will be payment problem, right? Mike, you're in the US right now. You probably will not have any issues with you collecting PayPal or Stripe payment from people if you had a business over there, yeah? But we waiting for Ninja. I'm sure some might have probably had that issue, I don't know, of getting clients. Now that Flutterwave has decided to partner with PayPal, do you guys feel that this is a great opportunity for freelancers in Nigeria who are legit? And do you feel that this is a better way for them to actually make more money on the long run? Starting from Somi.
Yeah, so if you freelance in Nigeria, you would face a lot of problems, especially when it comes to payments. Till today, I've been freelancing for 6 years now. Till today, I still have issues receiving payments. Flutterwave released some product this week, and I had the news that they partnered with PayPal. It's a very big news for me and for freelancers in Nigeria. Paystack tried solving the problem, but I don't know. They didn't solve it 100%. I don't feel they solved it 100%. But this new partnership between Flutterwave and PayPal, I think
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so I think this new partnership between Flutterwave and PayPal will solve a lot of issues and help freelancers a lot in receiving payments for the work they've done.
Cool. Mike, your thoughts?
For me, I see it in two ways. One, I feel it's one of the ways to resolve the payment problem in Nigeria, because I see payment as a two-way thing, in going into Nigeria and coming outside Nigeria. For freelancers, I think it's a good thing, especially if it turns out to be a very reliable way to receive payments for your services. But at the same time, I feel that there are maybe, I don't want to say alternatives, there are other ways that could complement that, right? Not to introduce whatever thing, but we're building a product right now that's aiming to solve that problem in a way. So that's it. Somi has been using the service so far to receive his payments into Nigeria. But definitely the partnership with Flutterwave and PayPal would help if down the line it becomes reliable and robust enough. But you also have to think about at what rate are you going to receive your money, right?
Unless if you are receiving in dollars, if you have a domiciliary account.
Exactly. Can you withdraw now? I think you can withdraw now with your DOM account, right?
Yes, I think.
Withdraw dollars, yeah.
Okay,
Except if you do that and you sell it when you want to sell it.
I want to ask you a question based on what you just said. You said that Somi has been receiving money using a new method. Can you, or is it something that you can share? Is it something that you cannot share? No wahala.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, the solution is we're building a payment gateway that enables crypto and fiat. So you have whatever type of cryptocurrency and people receive the local currency, right? It's a way we feel it's one of the ways to enable easier, cross-border payments, especially when it comes to regulations and stuff. So that's the way Somi has been using this. Though the service is not, we're still working on it. It's in beta testing right now, but it's been working for some clients so far. They receive their money and that's it.
All right. So if you have a question in the audience, I feel some people actually have questions right now to ask. Adiola Somi wanted to ask a question. Jimo Olaoye Ronke also has a question. If you have a question, please type out your question. David, over to you. What do you feel about the Flutterwave PayPal collaboration? Do you feel that more freelancers will be able to earn more money from the international scene, or it is just like our politicians would do. Like they'll just announce something, and then at the end of the day, they would not really do anything proper. What's your view about it?
I think it is a big one for freelancers. Well, I don't think it's a white elephant project because these people know that they will make a lot of money from it. You know, you have to still pay the charges and every other thing. But like Mike said, I'm just looking at will the transaction fee not be high?
Yeah.
I think they said it is $4.4, then 30 cents, 4.4% rather, 4.4% plus 30 cents.
Interesting.
It's crazy because look at it from this way that if you are working on Upwork, then especially for people that are using foreign accounts, Upwork has removed 20%. Then another person is coming to remove another 4.4%.
No. It is not the same. It's like you getting a client abroad yourself outside the platform, outside
outside
Upwork, outside Fiverr.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
Outside Upwork. Okay. I think it's not bad actually because if you have something that is working and then you have to pay for it, then it is still fair.
Okay. All right. So someone has a question. My question is, how many hours per day is or can be devoted to freelancing? Let us start from Somi to David to Mike, then Mike to Robinson. Hopefully Robinson's network is perfect right now.
Okay, yeah, so, it depends actually. You can devote as much hours as you have to freelancing. So in my own case, I devote all my time to freelancing. It's what I do full time. And I honestly think if you want to be very successful at freelancing, you have to treat it like a full-time job. You have to like devote almost all your time into it. Actually, if you want to be very successful at it. Now, freelancing is like there's more competition. It's very hard. So the more time you can put into it, the more time you put into it, it will definitely like to show in the long run.
Okay, David.
I agree. I agree with Somi on this. You know, it depends on the amount of time you have. Let's say someone that is in between jobs, there's no need of trying to say, okay, let me just devote 2 hours, 3 hours. Is as much time as you can devote to it, and once it becomes your own primary source of income, then you devote as much time as you have to it.
Okay, Mike.
I agree with David and Sammy. What I'm going to add to that is it depends on what you want to achieve from it. Like when we were doing it together, it was like devoting a lot of time. To be honest, like there is no way around it. Like you would have to, if you want to give top quality job, you have to devote time to it. She's asking for hours per day. I would say anything from 9-10 hours.
So she should basically just treat it like a job.
Yeah, pretty much.
If she doesn't have any other option.
If she does not have any other option.
I think. Sorry, Robinson, are you there? Hello, Robinson. Robinson. Baba, you did, yeah? Hello. Testing 1, 2. Are you there? All right. Okay. If Robinson is not there, let me say what I feel about. That. I think the first thing is learn a skill. Okay, a lot of people are saying that like learn on the job, but I think for me, I still believe that like to a large extent you need to learn a particular skill.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Okay, Robinson, would you like to answer the question?
I can hear you.
Robinson, your network is like 10 seconds after we have asked the question. So no, not 30 minutes after we have asked the question. Robinson, we can hear you. Okay, I think I'm going to I'm sorry, I have to remove Robinson at the moment because the network at his end is really terrible. All right, so for me, I'm going to say that, like, first and foremost, learn a skill. Like, if you want to enter freelancing, because the competition is stiff now, unlike some years back that, like, it was easier for a lot of people to come in. Right now, you need to have, like, an edge. Like, what angle are you coming in from that, like, every other person is not doing it? Then you need to have, like, a portfolio. You need to, like, do free jobs for some people to be known at least. For some people, they buy reviews, but the reviews itself should probably be like something that a work that you did. That's my own opinion about it. Every other person may actually have something different to say, but have a skill you can learn. Then, what's the word now? Have reviews, do jobs for people, right? Have something that, like, will make you stand out of the crowd, because we have a lot of, as much as we have so many freelancers in the field right now, we still have a lot of crappy freelancers out there. So you need to be excellent at whatever it is that you're doing. You need to, like, push yourself to be better at every job you are given. If you check my animation work from 4 years back, it is different from what I do right now. Like, the quality, the voiceover, everything has gone up. So, like, you just need to be outstanding. All right. All right. We have a next question that just popped up. This lady just wrote 20 pages. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you so much for this eye-opening chat, Otumba sir. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. You're welcome, ma. God bless you, ma. Yes, ma. So my question is this. What advice do you have for someone who has not been able to get an order on Fiverr, Upwork, after a few months of being there? Mr. Somi, can we start with you?
Yeah. So many people face this kind of issues. I think this not getting jobs, especially when you're just starting out freelancing, is a very common issue. Many people face issues like this, and a lot of people actually quit freelancing because of this. You know, if you open a site, if you open a profile on a site like Fiverr and Upwork, for example, and you don't get you are applying for work, you don't get a response, you are not getting orders, it's very easy to quit or think this stuff does not work. But it actually works. And this stage is very, very important for you as a freelancer. So I will need more details from that kind of a person to know. I'll need, like, details on what kind of services he or she is offering before I can, like, give a very good advice. But all freelance platforms, all freelance gigs, getting orders from this site, there's usually a pattern or a way around it, and it's usually the same. On Fiverr and Upwork, for example, if you're applying to jobs and you're not getting responses, it's most likely usually because your proposals are not well crafted, you don't have a good portfolio, you don't have reviews, or nobody has worked with you before. You know, freelancing, there's many freelance platforms, many freelancers will face the chicken and egg problem. Many people want to work with someone who other people have worked with before. Many people want to work with someone who has reviews, but you can't get reviews if you don't work with someone. You get, so you just have to try and polish your account as much as you can. Try and craft better proposals. Take time, dedicate time into setting up your gig very well. You know, very little things. Probably try posting a job, for example. Post a job yourself and let other people apply to that kind of job. You will learn things you won't learn on the norms. You get,
Yeah.
Once you try, you see things from the buyer's perspective. I think one day I tried doing that. I set up a job on Fiverr, I think Fiverr or Upwork, and I posted it. And up to 30 people applied for that job. And I was looking, so when I send a proposal for a job, this is the kind of competition I'm facing. This is what the client sees. I saw a very long list of people applying for the job. And you know, when you see something like that, you begin to have ideas of how you can stand out from a long list like that. And I think, yeah, try crafting better proposals, work on your job description, your profile picture, set up. If you are in a graphic, if you are a designer, having a portfolio is a huge plus. In short, any part of freelancing, you having a portfolio, having a sample of work you've done before is a huge plus. If you apply to a job like that and 30 people apply, and out of those 30, you say, this is the work I've done before. Yes, it will take you like way up from the rest.
All right. Okay. Somi, I have a question to ask you, right? While writing your proposal,
Yep.
does Fiverr allow you to put a link showing your job outside the Fiverr platform? Let's say like you're trying to apply for a job now, and like you're like, hello, Mark. I am trying to apply for yada yada yiri yiri, whatever. This is a sample of my work on www.instagram.com/the_animators.hub. Does Fiverr allow that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. The link may not be clickable. The person may need to copy the link and paste. You see, this is what I'm saying. This is part of what I was talking about when I say try posting a job yourself. You get it? When you post a job yourself and people try to send links, if you see that this link is not clickable, you begin to know if stuff like that work.
True.
You start getting ideas of how you could share that link, how you could send someone a link without following the normal path Fiverr.
And I feel that like if your client is actually interested in seeing your work, the person might just want to like copy out that part, even if it is not clickable, and then go and check. I can see Mr. Anthony Littlejohn. Anthony Littlejohn is one of the best graphics designers. I know that like Somi is also into graphics, so I'm not trying to hype Anthony Littlejohn, but he's one of the best I have also met. If you guys have seen TLJ Graphics on Instagram before, this guy is always on fire. Like, but Baba, they always carry all the clients. When it comes to graphics, he's always carrying all the clients. I don't know. This guy is making money. Probably like he's making 5 million per month. I don't know. I play the play. Anyway, Anthony Littlejohn, thank you for being a part of the show. All right, so Jim Olayironke is saying, wow, thank you, sir. Why are you washing your hand? So, all right. I know the overhype you, Anthony Littlejohn. You must have, you know. If not that like a busy person, I should have brought you on the show, because I think over the years I've met wonderful people. I'm missing Mike now. Like I'm gonna be closer to Mike now. I'm gonna be Mr. Somi, sir, I will need your number after the show, sir, so that like we'll get to relate. Now, don't worry, I am not coming to like bother you. I have my own thing going on for me, but I just like meeting people and like sharing ideas and like let's know how it works. David is a wonderful person. We both finished from Footer. This stuff, and I actually have another guy from OAU that we are very close. His name is Mario. I don't know if you guys know him. He's one of the best writers. He's making good money from all these platforms. Like he's very, very good. He's also on that freelance group, Mike. The freelance, yes, he's there. Like he's doing.
Somi's on the group as well. He just does not.
That means that like wait. Somi, that means that you know me.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's cool. I think on this note, okay, somebody's thanking you guys. Thank you so much, Somi, Mike, David, and Otumba. Very outstanding live chats. You're welcome. All right, so I do not want to overshoot the 1 hour mark I told you guys, because I understand that you guys are very busy and you guys have other things that you're doing in your private lives. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Somi. Thank you, David. And thank you, Robinson. Even though we could not get a word out of your mouth, but thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you guys here. The purpose of this show is to let people is to help people's lives, people to get better and. See, grammar don't finish from my mouth. I don't get anything to say again. Thank you very much for coming to this show. We'll see each other again on Wednesday. It's been fun having you guys. Thank you. Any last word from you guys? Starting from David. Any last words before we call it a day?
Yeah. My last word will be that people that are thinking of going into freelancing should take it like I said before, that if you don't have anything doing presently, because I was looking at statistics, was it not yesterday? The rate of unemployment has moved to 33.3%, I think.
Yeah.
So people have to be creative at this time. It is not business as usual again of going to school, graduating, and getting a job directly, or even people with powerful links are failing now. So people need to be more creative about this thing. So if there's anyone here, you don't really have something you are doing right now, then you can still, give freelancing a trial and see what you can get from it.
All right, Mr. Somi,
Yeah.
any last words?
My last word would be for freelancers. If you are currently freelancing on a freelance platform like Fiverr, Upwork, if you've been doing this for a while now, I would advise you to like take the leap off those platforms. It is way, 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 way better outside of those platforms.
That's my goal for this year.
No one
That's
is
the only reason I'm going to come to your this stuff for. That's my goal for. I just need to find a way to get better clients. Don't worry, I'm not coming for your clients. I just need like tips and here and there. That's all. That's all. I don't want anything else.
Off freelance platform is where you can actually get recognition for the work you do. You work with the clients directly, and it's a whole lot better.
Okay, Mr. Mike, any last words before we call it a day?
I mean, they've said everything, but in addition to what Somi and David said, if you still want to stay on the platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and the likes, have a very distinct profile. The examples Somi gave are something that we tried and we know that works like over and over again. Make yourself completely different, put jobs out there, let people apply, see what you're competing against. And over time, try to have maybe not personal, try to have a very close relationship with your clients so that you can take them off that platform and you from there build a network of clients that you work with offline. That is way, way better than staying on Fiverr or whatever, but you have to start from somewhere, right? So
all right, thank you guys. Like you guys are the bomb. Fear they catch me from beginning, say network go mess up. I was lagging at a point. I was almost laying hands on my network and like but anyway,
you were scabashing.
As in no be small something. It's been fun having you guys here. I really do appreciate you guys coming on the show. And for those of you that took out time to watch this program to the very end, I say a very big thank you. Thank you for being a part of the show. And we would see again on Wednesday. Have a lovely evening. Or for Mike, have a lovely day.
Everything
your day is just started.
Everything.
All right then. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah.